Good morning, Groovy Souls. Wander here. I hope you're doing well. It's time to kick those tires and light those fires. It looks like I'm going to get into Edmonton a day early on Thursday. I'm going as slow as I can, but I got 60 miles to do today. Looks like there's some good campgrounds on the other side of Red Deer, and I'm going to be aiming for them. This Lions Club campground was pretty good and groovy last night. A little noisy at the beginning, so my sleep wasn't that great, but I'll definitely catch up tonight. Whenever I sleep poor one day, I sleep better the next day. And as I was getting ready this morning, it looks like I should be rolling by hopefully around 7:30. I came across a quote from Marcus Aurelius, and one of my favorite Stoic philosophers, kind of the Stoic philosophers in a lot of ways, and he said, "The soul is stained by the color of its thoughts." And I was thinking about that, and I was also thinking of a very popular military and fitness maxim: you fight like you train. And so, it's like, the more that you do your drills, the more you stay sharp, the more that you focus on your fitness, the more when it comes time to put paws to pedals and to kick those tires and light those fires, as I love to say, you're ready to do it. And you're able to do it even more competently. But the soul is stained by the color of its thoughts. And then I was thinking about, well, what happens if one is always giving in to despair? If one is embracing fear and division and hatred and anger? Well, then the soul becomes stained by the color of those thoughts, and gradually those thoughts become a filter, and that filter becomes a lens by which one interprets the greater world around them. And then all of a sudden everything is fear and anger and despair. In Star Wars they talk about the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hatred, hatred leads to suffering, suffering leads to the dark side of the Force. Something like that. Anyway, you get the point. The way that we end up, the thoughts that we embrace ultimately determine how we interpret the world, and how we interpret our world ultimately shapes our reality. And so when I'm telling you guys to keep hope, we'll see you out there, and things like that, they're not just fun catchphrases, and they're not just little, diet Coke versions of wisdom, little cliches that are designed to end the video. They're admonishments to choose how you want to filter your world. Because there is darkness, there is pain, there is suffering, but there is also joy and beauty and hope, and these things exist intermeshed. And what we focus on determines the color of our sunrise. So keep hope, Groovy Souls.